All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Please check it, guys. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. If my voice and screen is clear to all of you guys, please confirm to me. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Is my voice and screen is clear to all of you? Everybody, please respond for me, guys. All of you get my voice and screen. Those are attending in online. Right. ఏంటిది సౌండ్ తగ్గించుంటున్నది దాన్ని పెట్టి రైట్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ గైస్ రైట్ sir and check it what we completed in the last session. So we completed Java history in the introduction part. After this Java history, we started with the differences between Java and others. The topic also we completed. After that, I started Java features. Yesterday, we had some information on like what their Java features. Some topics we completed there in Java features and some other concepts are remaining. Okay, right, sir. Say this, then if we observe the all Java features, what we completed in the last session, if you understand it, to describe the nature of Java programming language, Java has provided the following set of features. What are the various features which are provided here? First one is what? Simple, object-oriented, platform-independent, architectural neutral, portable, robust, dynamic, secure, multi-threaded, distributed, interpretive, and high performance. So these are overall Java features what we are having. For example, if you are in academics, if you have any like a paper like Java, if you have any academic subject like Java, this is the Java features is almost all 8 marks or 16 marks question in our academics. But as it is point square, we have to write clearly. Okay, leave this one. After that, we already aware about it, how Java is a simple programming language because of 3 reasons here we are given. What are the 3 reasons here now? Java applications will take less execution time, less memory. Java has removed all the confusion-oriented features like pointers, multiple inheritance, and so on. Java is using all the simplified syntaxes from C and C++. Next, object-oriented programming language. Java is an object-oriented programming language. Why? Because Java is able to represent data in the form of objects by following object-oriented features. Clear. Platform independent programming language. What is this platform independent now? Java is a platform independent programming language. Why? Because it allows its applications to perform compilation is on one operating system and execution is on another operating system. Nice. Similarly, with a small change, Java is what there? An architectural neutral programming language. Java is an architectural neutral programming language because Java allows its applications to compile on one hardware system and execute on another hardware system. Portable. Java is a portable programming language because Java is able to run its applications under all the operating systems, under all the hardware systems. Robust. I given some few points more about it. Java is a robust programming language. Why? Because Java has a very good memory management system in the form of heap memory management system. It is a dynamic memory management system. It allocates and deallocates memory for the objects at runtime as per the requirement. Next one is another point I've given. Java has a very good exception handling mechanisms. How it is now? Java has provided a very good predefined library to represent and handle almost all the exceptions which are available frequently in Java applications, which come frequently in Java applications. See, then very good explanation I've given about these 2 points in the last class, no? But only conclusion kind of things are given. Again, if you want to get memory management more, we have to wait up to the JVM architecture. There we will discuss clear-cut information. The JVM architecture almost all we are going to discuss nearly 5 hours of time, nearly 5 hours of time we are going to put for only JVM architecture. There we are going to see elaborately the total complete information on what their memory management system. All right, after this, after completion of this, another thing is like what I'm telling to you, exception handling again is one of the important topic in core Java, exception handling. Almost nearly 10 hours of time we are going to spend for only exception handling. So there we are going to see the total content, how exceptions are coming, then what we have to do if you have any exception, how to handle them. All these points we are going to understand there in the future. Don't worry for it. But part of the Java features are given information about it. Next one is after this dynamic. So what is the meaning of this dynamic? Already we understood there. Java is a dynamic programming language. Why? Because Java follows dynamic memory allocation. That is, the memory is allocated for the data at a runtime. So that's why Java is what there, a dynamic programming language. Next one is we started with what there, secure. Right. Yesterday I given some explanation, but 2 minutes. I want to give review of it. Understand it clearly. I want to say Java is a secure programming language. Java is a secure programming language because Java is able to provide security in the following three levels. All right, what are the various security levels that Java is providing there? Now, the very first one is what there? Implicit security. Implicit security. Tell me how can you say Java is providing implicit security? Understand the point here, what I'm telling there. To provide security inside the Java application, to provide security inside the Java application, JVM has a separate JVM has a separate component internally. JVM has a separate component internally, that is security manager. That is what their security manager. So because of this reason, we can conclude that Java is providing very good implicit security. That's one point here. Now the second one is what we are able to understand now, web security. All right, understand it clearly. I given already the points to you. Web security, web security in the sense web application security. In web application security, majorly we are going to provide authentication and authorization. To provide this authentication and authorization services in Java applications, Java has provided a separate middleware service. Java has provided a separate middleware service in the form of JAWS. JAAS, JAWS. Abbreviation is Java Authentication and Authorization Service. Because of this particular JAWS, Java is providing very good security for the web applications clearly. All right, so now to provide web applications security, to provide security in web applications, Java has provided a separate middleware service, in the form of a separate middleware service in the form of JAWS. All right, sir. Now that is, then what is the meaning of it now? Java Authentication and Authorization Service. Java Authentication and Authorization Service. All right, sir. Now because of this authentication and authorization service, no, Java is very good at web security. Now the third one is, what about this third one here? We can understand now, network security. Network security. Yeah, really I'm telling there, when you come to the microservices applications, then I'm going to, I used to teach about this one, Spring Boot, microservices, where definitely there is a security module. The security module were implemented on the basis of the Java. There, really we are going to encrypt the data, and we are going to send that encrypted data through the network. At the receiver's side, decryption is going to be happen. The data is going to be decrypted. There we are able to see the data. But when the data is transferred in the network from one machine to another machine, where the data is visible for everybody, but that is not in understandable form. Understand my point here? If the data is transferred as a plain text data, everybody can read it, everybody can understand it. But if the data is in encrypted in the sense the data is available in a different symbols. If the data is available in different symbols, not in like what their understandable form, even though people are reading the data, but they are unable to understand what data that is. Understand it clearly now. So until and unless you are not decrypting the data is not going to be understandable to us. That right, that misformatted data, that means ununderstandable data that we are transferring over the network. So that's the meaning of like what there network security. Why it is required? Why this network security is required now? By using Java, we are going to prepare enterprise applications. In the enterprise applications, frequently we have to carry data from one machine to another machine. Say for example, online banking application I want to use. When I'm using online banking application, where I have to open my internet banking content. If you want to open internet banking content there we have to send username and password frequently from my system to that application server system. Where is that server actually? Maybe that is available at some different ICICI bank, for example. There I have to send my username and password. Not only that, some confidential data I have to transfer from my system to the server side application. Whenever we are sending some confidential data from our system to the server side system, that the data should not be sent as a plain text data. The data must be encrypted. The data must be encrypted. That data encryption, data decryption must be taken care by our technologies only. Whatever the technologies we are using, especially Java we are using. So Java is providing very good environment to encrypt the data and to decrypt the data in our transformation. So because of that reason, to encrypt and to decrypt the data, we require some network security algorithms. That network security algorithms are available in the form of encryption algorithms and decryption algorithms. Some of the famous encryption and decryption algorithms are available in outside. What are these famous algorithms now? Digital signatures, client certificates, like a shared key algorithm, RSA algorithm, bluefish algorithm, like so many security algorithms are available. For all of these in general utilized security algorithms, for all these general security algorithms, Java has provided its own implementations to provide this type of security. So because of that reason, Java is providing very good network security in its network applications. Right, sir. Observe carefully. To provide security for the data, to provide security for the data in enterprise applications, to provide security for the data which you want to transfer, which we want to transfer in the network in enterprise applications, Java has provided predefined implementations, predefined implementations for almost all the network security algorithms, for almost all network security algorithms. Because of this reason, we can understand Java is providing what their network security. Finally, Java is very good at implicit security, web security, and network security. Finally, we can conclude that Java is what they a secure programming language. Leave this one. Just it is only introductory content only. What is what kind of information only here we are understanding now. Leave this one. The next one is like what there multi-threading. Right, sir. Next one is like what there multi-threaded. This is one of the important feature we can understand. Again, I'm telling there multi-threading is a separate topic we have inside the Java. Separately, we have a concept like what there, multi-threading. There we will discuss the total information. Moreover, the most confusion topic in entire core Java is multi-threading. The most confusion topic in entire core Java is what there, multi-threading. Why it is the confusion oriented topic now? We are able to write the program. Inside this program, one or two threads we will create. We will execute them. Okay. Then if we execute the program, some outputs we are able to get. In general, we can guess the outputs in the normal Java programs. After writing the program, after executing the program, we can say that as a developer, I can say this. If we execute this program, you will get this output. That every Java developer can identify the output while writing the program. They can give the information like this output we are able to get from this program. But in the case of multi-threaded applications, we are unable to guess the output. We are unable to guess the output. That output is not in our hand. What output we are able to get, we don't know. Remember what I am telling now. In multi-threaded applications, even if we prepare the program with our own hands, even if we execute the program in my system, we are unable to predict what exactly that output we are going to get. Output is not predictable in the case of multi-threading. So output is not predictable in multi-threading. Remember this point. I will use this point again. This is the nature of the multi-threading. Why? Because if we create multiple threads in our program, how the threads are going to be executed, when a thread is going to be completed, when a thread is going to be executed slowly, when a thread is executing fastly, which thread will complete it first, which thread will complete it last, that everything is depending on the internals of our system. The timestamps what our operating systems are providing for our threads execution, on the basis of that only the threads execution is going on. That is not at all in our hand. Developer is unable to do anything. This is the nature of the multi-threading. So once the developers are not guessing that output, definitely, yes, please sir, come. So when, all right, and one small request to all of you guys. I think some of you are from academics, I think so. And at any point of time, we can come inside my class. I don't have any problem. Even just completing, before completing 5 minutes of my class, if you want to come and sit inside my class, I feel very happy. At least 5 minutes of time, we are able to understand it now. Understand it, get? No need to ask any permission. Clear to all of you now? No need to ask any permission. We can come inside the class. Why? Because I'm giving some reasons to you clearly. If it is your college, no. If it is your college, no. Then definitely we have to say every day, early morning, good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good evening, sir. Next one, may I come in, sir? May I leave, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sir. If it is in your college, no. Why? Because your attendance, your internal marks are available with your faculty members only. Yes, sir, am I right or not? If you are not saying good morning there, immediately 3 days of attendance cut. Then 5 internal marks are cut. A lab out of 50 only, stamp marks only 25 to 30 if your behavior is not good. But what is going on here? Nothing is there, right? So no need to give that much of, too much respect is not required. Okay, right, sir. At any point of time we can come inside the class, but only one condition. What is that condition here? You don't have any rights to leave from the class in the middle until I finish the class. So in my class, in the entire class, only one hero, myself is a hero. When I finish the class, then only we have to leave. But anytime we can come. I don't have any problem for it. Please maintain this, only this condition, not condition. It's a minimum point. Of course, it's a matter of 1 hour 20 minutes class we are taking. What's the problem, sir? Why you are not sitting up to 1 hour 20 minutes of class? No? Then people are saying that, sir, I got a call. Everybody will get a call, sir. Myself also, I'm getting continuously calls. What I have to do? It's not the way, right? Even though you are getting calls there, it's okay. If it is mandatory, no. Definitely, if it is a mandatory, no, then you should give respect for it. Then we can go outside. But again, come back to the class. But some people are doing some overaction in front of me. So immediately I got a call. Even I observed their mobile phone there. Even the call is not there. Just empty mobile phone. They will go out now. Right? Whenever they are leaving at the door there, then by the time they are going to keep that mobile phone on their ear. Once they started, once they cross that gate now, they will keep that mobile in pocket and they run away. What's the requirements are? All these things, no, right? No need to go for such kind of things. No formalities, nothing else. Feel free. This is your classroom. This is slot 10 to 11:30 is your slot. Try to utilize effectively this slot. I am the resource. I am providing service for you up to 1.5 hours of time. You have to get max service. We have to utilize that max information, max service we have to get. Last point, one more point I'm telling there. Feel it is a temple. Even my simple belief is like that only. This is a temple. It's a temple. With the peace of mind, we have to come inside the class. With the peace of mind, we have to understand the content. Everything we are able to understand. If any of you are not understanding, no need to worry for it. I will repeat 2 to 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, even 100 times. Final thing is what? You have to understand everything. I have to give everything. Your understanding level, my satisfaction level, both must be matched. Then only we are able to finish our content. So feel free, no conditions, nothing. Only the point is what there. Come inside the class, sit happily, try to understand the content. Now tell me, while teaching the content, if you feel boring in any topic there, even not required to give intimation, I can see, I can understand it by seeing your faces now. If you're not understanding it, then definitely I will dive the topic. I will talk nonsense inside the class, 1 or 2 minutes of time. Again, I'll come back to the content. I will take care about it. No need to worry for it. Just come inside the class and sit properly. That's it. Sit, understand, sit freely, then try to understand the content in your comfort. For example, you don't want to sit in this place now. I want to sit at the end, sir. Oh, go and enjoy there. Sit at the end, but try to understand the content. Observe carefully. Even not required to sit in a congested manner. We have so many chairs there. If you want to go and sit there at any locations of the class, we can sit. But the point is what? You have to understand the content. That's my main primary content. Okay, let's move to the point here. Then where we are getting that content here. So multi-threading is a confusion-oriented feature. We are unable to guess it. Are you getting my point or not? That's why most of the people are feeling multi-threading is what they're a difficult one. Understand it clearly now. I had some personal experience also about this particular one, but later on I will give that information to you. No need to worry for it. But first of all, we have to understand what is multi-threaded. Before going to understand what is multi-threaded, what is single-threaded. Before that, what is a thread? These are the points here we have to understand in the sequence. Observe carefully. Thread is a flow of execution. Thread is what there? Flow of execution to perform a particular task. Say for example, bank application is available. Listen carefully. A bank application is available. Okay. In the bank application, I have a task. What is my task there? Withdrawal is a task. I need to write code for withdrawal operation or not in my bank application. So that is a task. The task is represented in the form of some code. That is a program. And technically, we can call it as a procedure. The program, number of lines we have written for representing a task, that is a program. If we execute this program, withdrawal operation will be performed. That withdrawal is a task. Withdrawal is what there? A task. The task is represented in the form of a program. This is called as a procedure or program. To execute this procedure, to perform this particular task, we need a flow of execution. To perform this task, we need to execute the program. To execute this program, we need a flow of execution. This flow of execution is called as what there? A thread. This flow of execution is called as what there? A thread. Observe carefully. So thread is a flow of execution. Right. So now let me clear about it. Thread is a flow of execution. That's okay, fine. Thread is a flow of execution. Flow of execution to perform a particular task. To perform a particular task. That's it. This is the meaning of like what there? Thread. That's okay, fine. There are two thread models in general. There are two thread models in general. Observe carefully. What are the two thread models now? Right. Number one, single thread model. Number one, single thread model. Number two, multi-thread model. First one is what there? Single thread model. Number two, multi-thread model. What exactly the meaning of single thread model? What we are understanding there? Single thread model. Right, sir. At a time, I want to compare both. Now try to understand it. Multi-thread model. All of you observe this clearly. Both I want to compare at a time. Try to understand it now. What is single thread model? What is multi-thread model? Understand it clearly. Simple example. Names are giving clarity. Single thread model in the sense only one thread is allowed to execute the total application. Multi-thread model in the sense multiple threads are allowed to execute the total application. Sir, got it or not? Okay. One simple example. Try to understand it now. For example, I am taking this class. By 11:30, I will finish this class. All of you may leave from the classroom. All of you are going outside of the classroom. Then after that, if you observe all the chairs now, the chairs are in a zigzag manner or not? The chairs are in zigzag manner. So our admin people will come to this classroom and they have to adjust the chairs. Am I right or not? Let's say, for example, in this classroom, overall 500 chairs are available. Let's assume it. In this classroom, overall, how many chairs are available? 500 chairs are available. Understand the content. 500 chairs are available. Good. Point number one, case number one. I have only one administrator. Only one admin person is available with me. After the class, I called my admin person. I said to him, try to adjust the chairs. The single administrator, the single classroom in charge, has to arrange all the chairs properly. That means how many chairs are available? 500 chairs are available. That single person has to arrange all the chairs in a sequential manner. Think of it, to adjust one single chair, 1 minute of time is taking, for example, to adjust single chair, 1 minute of time. Now, how many administrators are available? One person here. He has to adjust all the 500 number of chairs. What is the overall time which is going to take to adjust all the chairs? No, 500 into 1 minute. So 500 minutes of time it will take. This is case number one, 500 minutes of time. Okay, fine. Keep aside for a moment. Come for the second case, case number two. I have 5 administrators. I have how many administrators? No, 5 administrators. When I completed this class, my administrators are waited in outside. Just I called them. Now start adjusting the chairs now. Then what all five people they're doing now? They will go to all the corners of this classroom. They will start adjusting all the chairs. They're starting to adjust all the chairs now. 5 members. Each chair adjustment will take only 1 minute of time. Now tell me, 5 members, 500 chairs, how many units of time is going to be taken? How many minutes of time it will take now? 100 units of time, definitely. But in the previous case, 500 units of time, 500 minutes of time. Now here, 100 units of time it will take now. Got it or not? Right, sir. In which case, time will be taken less? Second case. That means 5 members are working together on a single task or a single work, then automatically time is reduced. Am I right or not? When a time is reduced, performance of the work is improved or not? Performance of the task is improved or not? But one person, that entire task in the sense more execution time. When it is more execution time, automatically performance will be less or not? Performance will be less or not? But one common sense point I'm asking there, now try to think of it. In which case more accuracy we are able to see? Accuracy, chairs adjustment in accuracy, where we can see? In a single thread, in a single person or 5 persons now? Single person. That accuracy we can get in a single person, not in 5 persons. Why? Because if I give some lines there, then try to adjust all the chairs as per the lines, in the sense out of these 5 members, 2 are following the lines, 2 are following different lines. When they are coming to the join point for the chairs adjustment, then one row of chairs are available in a bit forward, another row of chairs are available in a bit like what they're backward. Maybe that adjustment may not be good. Accuracy level will be reduced, but performance point of view, good performance. Understand my point here? If you apply some other mechanisms to improve accuracy, then it will be very good. Got my point or not? If you apply some other mechanisms to get some accuracy, then it will be very good. Got it or not? If you have some monitoring system over the task execution by multiple threads, if all of them are in a right track, then it will good. It will be good. But we have so many tools to monitor this multiple workers implementation parts here. That's a later on story. No need to worry for it. But anyway, coming to our points here. One person in the sense single thread. Performing complete task in the sense more time. Performance will be less. But a single task, multiple threads are performing its operations in the sense less execution time. Performance will be more. So these are the points that we have to understand clearly. Right, sir. Now just I want to compare both of them. Now try to understand it. No, single thread model. What is the meaning of it? Now tell me. It allows only one thread to execute the complete application. Right, so now it allows only one thread to execute the complete application. Now tell me here, what's the point here? We are able to say multi-threaded, no, multi-thread model here, no. It allows what that one? More than one thread to execute the complete application. Simple, complete application. That's very clear. Now tell me here, when only one thread is allowed, no. Now tell me that single thread is able to perform the task sequentially or not? Adjusting the chair by chair only. Am I right or not? Not multiple chairs at a time. Why? Because here only one thread. So now the point is what? It follows a sequential execution. It follows what there? Sequential execution. Now tell me, when multiple threads are executing our content, no, multiple threads are executing parallelly or not? All five threads are executing parallelly or not? So now here it follows which execution here now? Parallel execution of the threads. It allows parallel execution kernel. That's okay, fine. Whenever it is following sequential execution, then automatically it takes more execution time. Am I right or not? It increases application execution time or not? It increases execution time. It increases application execution time. Right, sir. Now, what about this point here? Now, tell me, when it follows parallel execution, automatically it reduces application execution time. It reduces application execution time. When application execution time is increased, automatically it reduces application performance. Am I right or not? When application execution time is more, performance will be less. It reduces application execution time. But what about this next one? Now, tell me, it in the case of multi-threaded, it improves application performance. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity up to these points now. What is single threaded? What is multi-threaded? Easily we can understand the content here. That's okay, fine, good. Up to that, it's okay, fine. Listen carefully. Java is a programming language. Java follows multi-threaded model. Java follows what there? Multi-threaded model. It allows to create more than one thread, and it allows to execute more than one thread at a time. It allows to create more than one thread. It allows to execute more than one thread at a time in order to perform multitasking. What is it? No, in order to achieve multitasking. Observe carefully. In order to achieve multitasking. That's it. Now this is what exactly the point here we can understand. All right, sir. Overall, with this, with the above reason, due to the above reason, now tell me, Java is a multi-threaded programming language. No specific reason for it. Java is a what there? Multi-threaded programming language. That's it. So interviewer may ask a question to you. Java is multi-threaded programming language or not? When interviewer is giving this answer there, first say yes. But how it is yes? Then explain this entire content. What is a thread? How many thread models are available? Single thread model and multi-thread model. What are the differences between single thread model and multi-thread model? Compare these two. Then after that, give the conclusion. Java follows what? Multi-threaded model. It allows to create more than one thread, and it allows to execute more than one thread at a time in order to achieve multitasking. Due to the above reason, Java is what there? multi-threaded programming language. Right, sir. Here itself, I want to say one more point. Okay, this is my explanation is completed about this point. I have to go for the next point now. But here I want to give one point. In very first class also I given this point, but again I'm telling to you now. Where this multi-threading is much useful for us. Where we are able to use this multi-threading, if you observe this, in the gaming applications, especially gaming softwares. Especially some companies are available to prepare gaming application only. It may be mobile gamings or maybe normal like normal gamings or whatever it may be. If you want to prepare any gaming software where multi-thread is playing very good role, multi-threading is playing what there very good role. One simple example, betting applications are available outside, betting softwares are available outside. Say for example, if we take a race, horses race or maybe bike race, something else, if we go for, if we understand that application where the main story I'm telling to you, main theme I'm telling to you, observe carefully. Say for example, it's a betting application, horses betting application for example. In general, what we are able to do when a horses betting application, if we prepare now, we allow all the customers to give their, what I'm telling, the bet on these horses now. For example, 10 horses I given, horse 1, horse 2, horse like this, 10 horses I provided. Allow all the customers to give bet on these horses now. Then customers are going to put some money on their horses numbers. Am I right or not? So horse 1 maybe 10 lakhs, horse 2 maybe 5 lakhs, like this. People are going to give some type of bettings there over the numbers of the over the horses number. Okay, fine. When organizer of the total betting, then if we click on start button, what will happen there? All 10 horses have to be started, right? By moving on. For example, the duration is for like what there 15 minutes, for example. The duration, the race duration is what there 15 minutes of time. We are going to set that 15 minutes of time is a scale. Then within the 15 minutes of time, all horses are going to be started. They're running in 1 minute. One horse in forward, and another horse is in what there backward. Right. In the next minute, some other horse will forward and some other horse in backward. In the next minute, maybe time to time that horses are going to be changed. Got it or not? At the 15th minute, which horse will complete first? Which horse will complete the race first? Then that horse is a winner. Am I right or not? At the 15th minute now. But here the magic is what? In this betting race kind of softwares, we are unable to predict what horse is going to win. Just we are guessing. That's it. We are guessing, but we are not confirming that which horse is going to win the race. Yes, sir. Got it or not? So in the race, in the racing, horses racing software, which horse is going to win the race, we don't know. Just we can guess it. As per our guessing, we are putting some money, but we are not predicting that which horse is going to win. See, for example, if we predict it, we will keep that 1 crore rupees on that horse only. Get my point or not? If you confirm it, this horse will win now. We'll keep 100 crores on it now. But the point is what? We have a doubt. This horse may win. This horse may win. That's why we are putting some money. It's depending on luck. Right or not? But which horse is going to win the race, we don't know. That is not in our hand. Even that is not in the organizer's hand also. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? That is not in the organizer's hand also. As for the strictly speaking. But of course, nowadays might be everybody will do manipulations over that games. That's a different story. But in general, I'm telling that. So then what is going to be happen here? This is a scenario about like what there that horse racing software. Now relate the same concept with multi-threading. What is going on there? Relate the same concept with multi-threading. 10 horses in the sense 10 threads. Get my point on it? 10 horses in the sense what there? Internally 10 threads. When we click on start button in the betting software, automatically all 10 threads are started at a time. I said to you already, out of these multiple threads, which thread will complete its job first, we don't know. That is depending on the system resources, execution time, what operating system is assigning, and how much memory is assigned. That on the base of that system resources only, horses winning ratio is going to be depending now. Understand my point? That we are unable to guess it now. So definitely out of these 10 threads now, for a minute of time, if we calculate, one thread is in forward, another thread is in backward. Next minute, that variation. Next minute, another thread is in forward, other thread, the previous thread is in backward. In the next minute, some other thread is in forward. So by moving on to this point clearly, at the 15th minutes, which thread will complete that execution part, we don't know. Definitely one thread will execute its execution part here. So that thread related horse is the winner. Yes or not? Now, in these examples might be multi-threading is a good example or not? Multi-threading is a perfect example. Not only in the case of this racing or betting softwares or maybe gaming softwares, no. Even the animation related applications, if you want to prepare to do these animations, there definitely we are going to use what there threading only, multi-threading only here we are able to use. Definitely the threads here we are going to say, for example, one small doll is playing with the balls, like two balls like this parallelly there might be rising there, then he has to catch that both the balls now. How the things are going to be happen here? How many threads are working together? Do you aware about it? No? Right, two hands, two threads, and two balls, two threads. Overall, four threads are working there for that. Then it is going to be happen. Then balls are going to be rounded like this manner. Right or not? So in that examples also we are able to use what there multi-threading. But the point here, what I'm telling to you, multi-threading is a bit confusion oriented feature, but if you understand the nature of the multi-threading, it's very interesting topic. Just like it is a mathematics. If you don't know the formulas in the mathematics now, it's totally difficult. But if you know the formulas, if you know the shortcuts in the mathematics, no, it will be the maximum. It's a very good interesting topic. Similarly, multi-threading. Understand it clearly now. Right, anyway, don't worry. I'll make it simple. Max level, I'm able to discuss with you regarding this multi-threading content in the future. Almost all 10 to 12 hours of time we are going to spend on only multi-threading in the future. Nearly 10 to 12 hours of time only multi-threading, each and right from routes. What is operating system? How operating system is working on multiple processes. From process to thread, how we are navigating, how threads are executing, how to create multiple threads, how to synchronize them, how to execute multiple threads, how to give control over the threads execution. What is the producer consumer problem? How to solve this producer consumer problem? What is synchronization? So all the concepts we are going to understand in the future. No need to worry for it. Okay. Leave this content, guys. That's okay, fine. That is one point here. Next one is after this. Now come for the next one here. What about this next one? Now tell me distributed application, distributed technology. Right, sir. Very clear. Again, I'm telling there. In the starting point of the classes, I've given this information, distributed applications. Again, I'm telling there one more time, I'm giving the same point here. Try to understand it now. Right, sir. Now observe carefully. By using Java, we are able to prepare two types of applications mainly. What are the two types of applications now? Standalone applications, and second one is what they're distributed applications or enterprise applications. Answer my point clearly now. What is the meaning of this enterprise application? What is the meaning of this standalone application? If we design and execute any application without using client server architecture, without distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called standalone application. Got or not? That's okay, fine. But what about this distributed application or an enterprise application? If we design and execute any application on the basis of client server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called as what? Distributed application. Now I'm telling that standalone applications are only 5% in outside, but distributed applications or enterprise applications are nearly 95% in outside. Moreover, Java is meant for distributed application development, not for standalone application development. Java is meant for distributed applications, not for standalone application. Why? Because in the standalone applications or maybe in the J2SC part, only fundamentals are going to be covered. That fundamentals are going to be utilized in the enterprise application development. So because of that reason, what's the point I'm telling there? Java is meant for distributed application. To prepare this distributed application, Java has provided a separate module inside the Java. A separate part, a separate module was provided to prepare these distributed applications. That module is what their J2EE module. That module is exactly what their J2EE module, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. It is mainly for distributed application development. Distributed application development in the sense what the server side application development. The server side application development we are going to do with what their J2EE. Because of that reason, Java is what their distributed programming language. That's it. Answer my point here clearly, no? Now observe carefully. If we design and execute any application on the basis of client server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called distributed application. That application is called as what? The distributed application. Understand it clearly. Next one is after this, to prepare distributed applications, to prepare distributed applications to prepare distributed applications, Java has provided a separate module in the form of J2EE. That's it. So this is a point here. So because of this reason, due to this reason, due to the above reason, we can understand it. Java is a distributed programming language. Java is like what? The distributed programming language. That's it, guys. Now this is exactly the point of about like what? The distributed programming language. Right, sir. Leave this one here. After completion of this distributed programming language, what next one here we are getting there? Understand it clearly. All right, sir. The next one is like what I'm telling to you, interpretive programming language. Or the next one here, interpretive programming language. Observe carefully. Interpretive programming language. Right. Observe carefully now. There are two types of programming languages in outside. Listen carefully. There are two types of programming languages in outside. What are the two types of programming languages? No. Compilative programming languages and interpretive programming languages. What is the meaning of this compilative programming language? No. Where compilation will do the more work when compared with execution. Compilation part will take more responsibilities when compared with what? Their execution. Such type of programming languages are what? Their compilative programming languages. Best example, C. When compared with execution, compiler will do more work. In the case of C programming language, simple example, that entire memory allocation is going in at compilation time. That memory allocation is the biggest part in the application execution, application development. That could be taken care by whom? That could be taken care by compilation. So because of that reason, we can say that C programming language is what? Their compilative programming language. Right, sir. Some other programming languages are available where no compilation separately, only execution, direct execution. Then you may get one question, sir, if it is direct execution, we will check the errors in our program. If compilation is not available, then who is going to check the compilation errors? Who is going to check the syntax errors? No. If no compilation is available separately. If you think about it, the point is what? When we are executing the program at runtime, error checking is going to be performed. When it confirms no errors are available, direct execution is going to be performed. Are you getting my point or not? Okay. Now some other programming languages are available, no compilation, only execution. Part of execution, error checking is going to be happen. Part of execution, error checking is going to be happen. So this type of programming languages, the programming languages which allows only execution, direct execution, no compilation, separate phase, as a separate phase. This type of programming languages are interpretive programming languages. The programming languages are what? They're interpretive programming languages. That interpretive programming languages are doing direct execution over the program. Of course, that interpreter will be used internally. That interpreter will check the errors. If no errors are available, then only execute that program in a single attempt. Right or not? Best example for interpretive programming language is SQL. Yes, sir. Am I right or not? What is it? No, SQL. Are you aware about it? No. In the case of SQL, what is going to be happen there? Directly work is going to be happen. SQL plus, for example, if I open this SQL there, system/Durga, username and password, for example. If you open it, now see this one. This is my program. Select a star from EMP1. This is my program, for example. This is my program. If I click on enter button, first error checking will be taken care. Error checking will be performed. No errors are available. Direct output will be completed. That means no separate phase for compilation. Direct execution only. Yes, sir, got it or not? No separate phase for compilation. I'm not doing any compilation separately. But interpreter will read that query. Interpreter will check the compilation errors in that query. If no errors are available, directly it will execute it. Then directly we are getting output. So this type of things are what their interpretive programming languages. SQL is the best example for what their interpretive programming language. Is it all of you get my point or not? Can you tell me what about the Python? In the case of Python, no separate phase compilation. Py test.py finish, automatically execution is going on, where interpreter will take the responsibility. Directly interpreter is able to execute that Python application. It's also be an interpretive programming language. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? But when you are coming to the Java, now Java is what? Java is a comparative programming language or an interpretive programming language. If it is a question now, the point is what I'm telling to you. Java is both compilative programming language, compilative programming language, and an interpretive programming language. An interpretive programming language. In the case of Java, without compilation, we can't do anything in the execution. But without having execution, we are unable to process the program. So definitely, Java is both compilative and interpretive programming language. We cannot say it's only compilative. We cannot say it's only interpretive. You may ask one question to me, sir, why it is interpretive title now? The point, the meaning of this one is what there. Java is already compilative, but also what there interpretive programming language. That's the meaning here we can understand now. Right, so Java is both a compilative programming language and an interpretive programming language. Why? Because we have to understand the reasons. Now the point number one, to translate Java program from source code to bytecode. Sir, am I right or not? To translate the program from source code. Source code is our written code. Bytecode is what? After compilation, some dot class file is generated. No, their bytecode here we are getting. To translate the program from source code to bytecode, I can say this source code is what their high level language, and bytecode is what they now tell me somewhat low level language. From high level to low level conversion, we required what their compilation. To translate Java program from source code to bytecode and to check errors in a Java application, we need compilation. We need what their compilation. So Java is a compilative programming language. We need compilation. So Java is what there a compilative programming language. Everybody understand it clearly now. Next one after that. To execute Java application or to execute any Java program, JVM uses, by the way, understand it. Who is executing our Java programs? No, JVM is executing the Java programs. Okay, fine. Inside the JVM, who is executing Java programs? No, understand my question? No. In general, if you ask a question, who is executing Java programs? Your answer is what there? JVM. Inside the JVM, who is executing our Java programs? No, an interpreter. Inside the JVM, an interpreter is executing Java programs. So JVM uses an interpreter. JVM uses an interpreter to translate. Observe carefully. To execute the Java program, JVM uses an interpreter to translate. An interpreter to translate bytecode to what is that code? No, native code. Bytecode is still an intermediate code, but native code is a directly executable code. Bytecode to native code, and to execute the generated native code. Execute the generated native code. JVM uses interpreter. So because of this reason, we can conclude that Java is an interpretive programming language. Finally, all together, what we are able to give the conclusion? No, Java is what? Java is both a compilative programming language and an interpretive programming language. Why? Because to translate Java program from high level representation to low level representation and to check errors in Java applications, we need compilation. To execute Java application, JVM uses an interpreter to translate bytecode to native code and to execute the generated native code. Is that all of you are getting my point or not? Right, sir. Now, because of this reason, we can understand it clearly. Java is like what there? An interpretive programming language. Right, sir. Next one after completion of this. The next one after completion of this, then what is the next one here? High performance programming language. Guess it. What you are saying about this point? Java is an high performance programming language. I'm saying that. What's your answer? How can you say that? Come on. Java is secure programming language. Next one. Robust programming language. Next one. Multi-threaded programming language. Next one. Like this. Whatever the answers we are providing, all these answers are right. All these answers are right. The simple conclusion I'm telling there, Java is Java is a high performance programming language because of its rich set of features. Because of its what there? Rich set of features. Because of its features, because of that all the features what we have seen up to now, by default we can conclude Java is what there? High performance programming language. Observe carefully. Java is a high performance programming language. Java is a high performance programming language. Why? Because what is the reason for it? Understand it clearly. Why? Because point number one, due to its features like portable, dynamic, secure. Then after this, what next one here? Apart from this, portable, dynamic, secure, multi-threaded, and so on and so on and so on. Robust, and so on. This is one point here. Okay. Of course, then I can say that multi-threaded, that is the actual reason, that's the main reason to say Java is a high performance programming language. That's one point here. Second one, observe carefully. In a JVM, who is executing our Java programs now? Come on guys, inside the JVM, who is executing our Java programs now? An interpreter. Observe carefully. Interpreter is having some problems. One situation I can explain, but how much you are going to understand, I'm doubtful about it. That's why I'm not giving that point exactly. But anyway, understand it now. At one situation, interpreter is not providing good performance. It slow down the JVM performance. It slow down the total JVM work. Interpreter at one particular situation, it slow down the total, like what the program execution and JVM performance. It's down totally JVM performance. That Java people have observed it clearly. Some people have observed it clearly. In 1.0 version, JVM was provided with an interpreter, but it executes a slow in one particular situation. In all remaining cases, it is executing effectively. But in one particular case, its execution is totally down. Then immediately some people have provided solution for it. How they provided solution? What they provided solution there? To improve the JVM performance, to boost up the JVM performance, means that to boost up the interpreter performance, the Sun Microsystems has provided another separate component inside the JVM along with the interpreter. Along with the interpreter, another component was provided inside the JVM to boost up the JVM performance. That component is like what? JIT compiler, JIT compiler, just in-time compiler. Is that all of you following or not? Just in-time compiler, JIT compiler. That JIT compiler main purpose is what there? Only boost up the performance. Only boost up the JVM performance, not for any other content. Right. Due to the availability of this type of components only, we can conclude that Java is what there? High performance programming language. Right, sir? Now here, understand the point clearly what I'm telling there. Due to the, observe carefully, due to the special components, like JIT compiler, inside the JVM, Java is what there? High performance programming language. Like this, so many reasons clearly. So many reasons anyway, then as for that, we can say that high performance programming language. It takes less execution time. That's also another factor. Less execution time it is taking in the sense because of multi-threaded maybe. because of its libraries, maybe because of n number of factors, takes less execution time. When it takes less execution time, automatically program performance, application performance will be improved. That programming language is performing more. Is that correct or not? A simple example I'm telling to you. If we want to perform stack operations in the case of C programming language, nearly we have to write 60 lines of code. The same thing if you want to do in the case of Java, it's a matter of 4 lines of code. Now tell me, executing 60 lines of code, executing 4 lines of code, which one will take more time? 60 lines of code. Which one will take less time? 4 lines of code. This is Java. 4 lines of code is a Java. 60 lines of code is what there? C programming language. Then automatically, which one is a good performance programming language? No, Java is a high performance programming language when compared with the C programming language. Like this, a number of reasons are available. But with our knowledge, in our knowledge, what we are going to say about this high performance programming language? No, they are the 2 points here we are able to say. What are the 2 points here we are saying there? Due to its features like portable, dynamic, secure, multi-threaded, robust, and so on, and due to the special components like JIT compiler inside the JVM. Because of all these reasons, Java is what their high performance programming language. Is that all of you are getting clarity? No? All of you are getting clarity? Fine. So overall, Java features, the topic we completed now. Clear? Java features topic we completed. All right, sir. Now do one thing. I'm going to give 2 minutes of time to all of you. I'm going to give 2 minutes of time to you. Try to recollect the concepts what we have inside this total Java features. Try to recollect all the points, or else maybe you can take 4 minutes or 5 minutes of time. Recollect all the concepts in this Java features. After that, I will ask one feature. I will select the person. That person has to give answer. Right? Can I go for it? Just I will select one person. That person has to give that feature. I will give one feature. About that feature, you have to explain to me. So if it is the case, tomorrow onwards, I will not come to the class now. Try for it. Okay, then 2 minutes of time. Recollect all the points at least. Whatever the points I give in there, just recollect all the points in our own way. Now after that, analyze the points. Definitely, I'll ask for some questions to you. In the group wise one, I will ask the questions to you, but you have to give answers for it. So I'll not point any individual persons here. Don't worry for it. Okay, but try to analyze it. Take 2 minutes of time. No? Take 2 minutes of time. Analyze yourself. What we understood there. The best option, what I'm telling there, open your mobile phones and check the document. Read the document. Already it is available, right? If you have confirmation, then I'll move on to the next topic. Just 2 minutes of time. Recollect all the points. Guys, those who are attending in online, please check it very soon. That link is going to be expired. Last Monday we have to change the link, but some people are requested to us. Then try to keep maybe 3 to 4 days of time. That's why we maintain this very soon, max within 1 or 2 days of time. Link is going to be expired. The new link will come there. Private link will come there. So still, those who are not yet registered for the course, please try to register immediately. Or try to get benefit of this course. Right, sir. Complete it. Can I ask now? Okay. All right. Now understand it. Now just I'm going to ask some questions to you. Now try to give answers. So not like any individual person, but everybody try to give answers for it. Overall, how many Java features are available? 12 features. Can I give list of all the Java features what we have? Simple, object oriented, platform independent, architectural neutral, portable, robust, dynamic, secure, multi-threaded, distributed, or the next one, interpretive, high performance. These are over 12 number of features. Good. How can you say Java is a simple programming language? Because of less memory, less execution time, because of removing confusion oriented features, and because of using simple syntaxes from C and C++. Clear. How can you say Java is an object oriented programming language? It represents data in the form of objects by following object oriented features. Clear. How can you say Java is a platform independent programming language? It allows to compile program on one operating system and allows to execute on other operating system. How can you say it's an architectural neutral programming language? Compilation is on one hardware architecture and execution is on another hardware architecture. How it is a portable programming language? It able to run its applications under all the hardware systems, under all the operating systems. Actual meaning is what there, without having changes in our program, we can change the operating systems and we can change the hardware systems, still our program will be executed. That's the meaning of portability. The same point I've given in the indirectly now, right? Next one, how can you say Java is a dynamic programming language? It allows memory allocation at a runtime, not at compilation time. How can you say Java is a robust programming language? Because of very good memory management system in the form of heap memory management system. What is its nature? Dynamic memory management system. What's the meaning of dynamic memory management system? It allocates and deallocates memory for the objects at a runtime of the application as per the requirement. That's okay. That is completed. Next one is after completion of this, then it has very good exception handling mechanisms. How can you say it has very good exception handling mechanisms? No, it has provided very good predefined library to represent and handle almost all the exceptions which are coming frequently in Java applications. Right? Robust programming language in the sense 2 points. Memory management system, exception handling systems. Remember these 2 points. Java has very good memory management system in the form of heap memory management system. It's a dynamic memory management system. It allocates and deallocates memory for the objects at runtime. Exception handling mechanisms in the sense it has very good predefined library to represent and handle all the exceptions as per the requirement. Let's leave this one. How can you say Java is a multi-threaded programming language? Come on, Java allows to create more than one thread and allows to execute more than one thread at a time. So Java is what there? Multi-threaded programming language. How can you say Java is a secure programming language? It provides a security at all three levels of the applications. One is implicit security, other one is web security, other one is network security. How implicit security is provided? By having the components like a security manager inside the JVM. How web security is provided? By having the components like what there? JAWS. What is that JAWS? Java Authentication and Authorization Service. Then by having encryption and decryption algorithms implementations to provide security for the network applications. That's why Java is a secure programming language. After that, how can you say Java is a distributed programming language? Come on, it provides a very good module to prepare distributed applications in the form of J2EE, Because of that reason, Java is what their distributed programming language. But what is distributed application? If we design and execute any application on the basis of the client server architecture by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that programming language, that application is called as what? Distributed application. Right, sir. How can you say Java is an interpretive programming language? The point we have to understand, Java is a both comparative and interpretive programming language. How can you say Java is a comparative? To translate the program from high level to low level, that is source code to batch code, and to check the errors at our program, we need compilation. So Java is a comparative programming language. How can you say Java is an interpretive programming language? To execute Java programs, we need an interpreter inside the JVM. So because of that reason, Java is what there? An interpretive programming language. That's okay, fine. After that, how can you say Java is a high performance programming language? Java is a high performance programming language because of its rich set of features like portable, dynamic, secure, multi-threaded, robust, platform independent, architectural neutral, and so on. Not only that, due to the special components like JIT compiler inside the JVM, so Java is what there? High performance programming language. That's it. Now this is the total awareness we can understand about the Java feature. Why I'm giving this much of time to explain this total content? No, if we talk with any Java developer in outside, they may ask you what you are learning at present. If you say just I'm learning Java, I'm learning Java, if you say like that, on floor immediately people are asking, tell me some features of Java. This is on floor question, directly without having any thought. If they want to ask any question on floor, directly they will ask question, tell me some features of Java. At least if we list out all the features, no, that sufficient interpreters will understand it. Answer my point here, no? No need to give the too much explanation part. Even whatever the explanation I've given, that is also be not required. Just if we list out all the features, no, then interviewer will ask some of the features. Tell me how Java is platform independent. Tell me how Java is an architectural neutral. Tell me how Java is a robust. Like this. After that, they will ask one or two questions there from this. If you are giving proper responses like this, no, they will not. They will go to the next content directly. Got or not? Right, sir. Then after this, after completion of this topic here, next one is what there? Java naming conventions. This is the next topic. So I will discuss about this topic in the next class, right? So now tell me when we are going to have next class, guys? Not Saturday. Now today is what there? Wednesday. Tomorrow is a Thursday. Tomorrow is actual festival. On Friday we have a class, right? Friday, Saturday class are available. On Friday I will talk about Java naming conventions. Then after that, Java programming format I will start on Friday, right? So then we are going to understand the content clearly, right? That's all, guys. Then tomorrow no class, and day after tomorrow we will see the content again. Thank you. Thanks a lot.